Procrastinators! Welcome to the Nerd³ TubeCast episode 2 with me, Dan.
Me what?
Me what?
Me what? And me what?
Oh, I thought you just said me what? Yes, hello procrastinators, we're back. Hi,
Hey.
waving. Wait, wave to that one first so you can edit this easier. No, that one. Yeah, no, that one. Whee. Oh, that camera doesn't look like it's on.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh well.
So this is the episode 2. This is supposed to be a weekly series. We didn't actually clarify that last time.
Yes.
This is supposed to be a weekly
It
series.
will be weekly.
When
except
I'm not
for
dying.
When you're not dying.
When I don't need crutches to walk, we will do this thing. But until
Yes.
that point, then yeah. So it's good. Hello, we're back. Episode 2, feeling groovy. I don't know what the plan is. So it's over to
Okay,
him.
the plan.
The plan. Here's
Start
the plan.
off with the introduction.
Hey, hello,
We're
procrastinate.
here.
We did that. We
We've
did
done
the
that.
the
Okay.
introduction.
You're ill.
I'm ill. I'm fine. This is a
Better-
download
better now.
as well, just to let you know in the description.
Yeah, unlike
Download.
last week.
Last week was a download. Well, the week before was
Yeah,
download,
yeah.
yeah.
Anyway,
Episode 1. This is episode
Yes.
2. I feel posh.
rather than 1.5.
I've just gobbed quite a lot of phlegm into my throat, so I'm going to
Okay.
take this down before you
Okay.
notice.
There were some things.
detail.
Some apologies for things that we didn't mention last week.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
What?
Sorry it went up so late last time. I
Last
did not
time.
realise.
That was vlog number 5 or something. You mean TubeCast 1?
TubeCast
We're
1.
talking about TubeCast 1 here, people.
TubeCast 1 went up late. I'm sorry about that. I did not realise my computer was that out of date.
Oh, yeah. Your computer is so slow to process and render.
It took about 18 hours to render, so it took some time. We will allow for that.
Yeah,
hopefully.
this time. What day is
Until it goes up late.
Saturday. It's going to go up for 10 minutes while we're recording this now.
Also,
It's written.
quite a lot.
This is typed. Shit the bed. Look at this. This is
There's
typed
a lot,
notes.
yeah.
This is 6 pages of typed notes. Go get a drink. Make sure you're sitting down. This is going to be on. Oh, we're recording for an hour like we were last time, so it's only an hour long.
Yeah.
From when I said hello, whatever I said, I can't remember.
Also, the number of people who seem to think it's hard for us to stand up for an hour.
Yeah,
Have
why?
you never seen a teacher? They stand up for like 5 hours a day.
Yeah,
You know, we come from. I come from a stand-up comedy background.
I come from a teacher background.
Seriously, having spent, you know, every stand-up comedian stands up. There was a really nice video I wanted to link to here, which is Geeks Night's Rim telling you exactly why you should be standing up while talking.
Cool. That'll be good in the audio podcast. That link is downloadable in the. Go to the actual YouTube thing.
Yeah, why
get that.
are you listening to us? I mean, watch us.
Watch it. Look, don't you want to see these
For
pretty
this smile.
faces?
I think we both looked at the wrong cameras.
It's fine.
for
Just
each
edit
other.
split screen. Split screen. Do it. Get some 24-hour shit going in there. 24. Not 24 hours. Just 24. Just have a clock going. Yeah, have the clock in the background as well. Just get some clock put in there. You can edit in. Oh, that'd be great.
Okay.
Okay. Slow down. Too much energy.
Okay.
La 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 la. I haven't done my exercises.
Also, last week we never actually said we're moving in with each other. I'm going to keep talking. We've not got time for you to die. So we are moving in together into the capital city. We've actually been looking at places this week. Just yesterday we were
I'm
looking
fine,
around
by
a
the way.
place.
Thanks for caring.
That's fine. We haven't got time for this.
We have plenty of time. Just keep it 6 pages of notes. Okay. Rip.
No.
That's gonna happen. That's gonna happen.
Oh, jeez. So we're moving in together. That's why we had a roommate agreement, because that's going to happen. Yeah, we're going to have a year-long sleepover.
Woo! We're gonna just go in our underwear and have pillow fights.
Yep. And also to answer
I've
that
never
question,
actually had a sleepover. I assume that's the only ones on the internet that I can find. So
and also that brings up the very valid question of no, we're not gay.
I get that a lot.
I completely understand why you would assume that.
Yeah,
but,
you're dressed like a cowboy, which I've never understood. I've never understood this whole.
and used to work for the YMCA
used
as
to
a
work for the
filmmaker.
YMCA. You just. Next
But-
episode, what will be just oiled, just completely chiseled and oiled.
Why not?
I just look like a fat lesbian sometimes. That's why especially today. Ugh, I had a kebab last night. It was nice.
Anyway, point was, yes.
Does Dan look like a fat lesbian? Vote now.
Yeah, feel free to vote on that.
Oh, they're gonna say yes. I'm gonna be so sad.
Oh well. Yes, we're moving in, and that's why there's a really rubbish background. We will come up with something much cooler. We've got a plan, which would be really cool when we move into our new place.
Really cool.
Which should be... We have no idea.
We have no idea. We sort
We'll
of
be
kind of
within the
have
next
a
month.
place, sort of. we're not going to say anything. Just I don't want to tempt fate.
There are things happening.
There are things happening. We're going to be living in a group near a group of people that I hate, which is a plan because when I get angry, I get more fun.
Yep.
It's true story.
Also, so I've gone through.
I'm glad you interrupted me. I was going to do a really inappropriate joke.
I've also gone through all of the questions. Also, just how many of you like QuickTime events? That's just rubbish. Just get out.
Yeah, I noticed that as well.
There's too many people defending what is a broken system.
QuickTime events are
For the record, when we said QuickTime events, what we didn't mean was videos. Though I would also claim that videos in these things isn't very good. But some of you seem to be arguing that it was nice to have things going on. And that's just an argument for FMVs, not an argument for QuickTime events.
To be perfectly honest, I hate cutscenes as well, and I'd remove cutscenes.
Yeah, I think sometimes they have a place, but I think also,
I don't think they have a single place. I think anything can be done. Take control away from the player, sure, and just do some stuff. In fact, don't take control away from the player. If you stop it...
That's a movie.
How many times in a book does it go, okay, this next chapter, yeah, this is going to be pictures. I do want to write this bit. This is now just pictures. I can't describe these things. Here's some pictures.
They're the best books, though. And
but they never explain
I love the
story.
ones with the codes, and then they hide maps and things. And it's like, okay, we're going to explain some navigation. Go to the map to try and work it out. That is exactly the best sort of books. The books that aren't really books and are sort of hybrid things.
So I haven't read a book for like a million years. They may have changed.
No, neither have I.
It's like, I like Scott Pilgrim, and that's not really a book. That's what I read. I'm comics.
Well, way to destroy your own argument.
Yeah,
I don't like books with pictures in. Last thing I read was a comic book.
Well, it's like the opening of Dune and Star Wars, where it tells you to read... Actually, the opening of Dune is a bad example because that is impenetrable to anybody. That's just like, here are 20 minutes of facts you don't know about. Go. Yeah. Back in the Zanzibar Wars,
that
the
is
Schwiggly
the worst opening to any movie ever.
I love that film, but jeez, that's horrible. But it's like Star Wars at the start. It's like, read some stuff. No. Make that film. Then I'll watch it.
That works fine. That was a very good introduction.
Yeah, because there wasn't anything for it. But you never
mostly
have that...
the music. The music is most of the reason why. But
imagine if halfway through the film it just did that again and went, right, here's some bit that we didn't have the budget to film. That's why cutscenes are bad. It's a jump medium. That's why Control T Delete sucks. Because the storyline they were running a little while ago, and the guy went, I don't want to finish this. Here's a story. What?
Yeah, that's when I stopped.
That's what I just bowed and went, no. That's there's always a thing of anyone who makes a webcomic will eventually hate Control T Delete. And I was like, I love Control T Delete. And then I started making webcomic and going, I really, no, this is gone. And then he did the book thing, and
we're taking a long time on what's supposed to be the quick notes.
Yeah,
we're not going to get through any of this.
That's how we roll. That's our jam.
A surprisingly large amount of people wanted us to use airsoft or painful guns. Because apparently they hate us. That's not going to happen.
We're not going to cause pain to ourselves for your entertainment. What do you think we are? We'll give you our time and we'll do some funny jokes and stuff. I'm not going to cause pain to you. That's just like, yeah. That's why I don't play scary games on my things, because I don't like scary games. And people are like, but it'd be funny to see you cry. No, because my wit, my banter, and the stuff you're actually here for will be replaced by a sobbing twat. And I mean that as a person, not as... Never mind.
Oh, that's just awful.
And the terrible imagery of the day trophy goes to me! Why is it filled with water? It's the tears of a sobbing twat.
Mermaid tears.
Oh.
Salty, eh?
Oh, stop talking with your plan. Carry on.
Anyway, last thing I was going to say was...
You're not allowed to talk after this.
All right, there's loads of things I'm going to say. One of them was there were lots of questions about equipment. Fluffy thing here is just to stop Dan's breathing going through. The reason mine doesn't have one is because it's on the inside of this metal thing. It's all foam and furry, just in the opposite way round.
Plus, it's sentient.
Yeah, there's that too.
That could have gone so wrong. I'm glad it went well.
I record on what I call SMG 58, but it's actually only an SM 58. Because I play too many games in which SMG is a standard phrase. And we record it onto a Zoom ZZ4NH.
Yeah, I might be getting one of these soon for my recording. Because at the moment I use that camera there.
Yeah.
That camera is what I used to do my audio recording, because it's got a nice open sound that I quite like. And this at the moment I can hear sounds quite nasally, but that's because I'm quite nasally at the moment. But no, I think I might upgrade something like this with a thingy and stuff, because I want them to sound a little bit better. Because I want to stop hearing my machine in the background going, ah!
So that's what we're recording with, and we edit using Premiere Pro, because Adobe is wonderful.
You didn't turn the light on.
Oh, okay. Do you want some light?
Yeah, turn the light on. Let's see if we look better in the light. Does this even change anything? That hasn't turned on. Oh, there we go. Is that slightly better?
Oh, well.
I did wonder. We have a light as well, just in case it gets dark in here, and it is kind of cloudy, but super warm.
To get dark, yeah. Okay.
I have a swimming pool in my armpits. It's true.
Okay.
It's just, you like lift it up and just happy children sound effects.
Okay, and then now we've got some of the questions you left in the answers.
Yay! So this is the bit we asked you to do last time.
Some of the questions you left in the answers? Some of the questions
I knew what you meant,
you
though.
left in the comment section.
That's why words are unimportant. That's when people go, you spelled you're wrong. I go, you knew what I meant, though. If you're telling me I spelled it wrong, you knew what I meant, therefore, you got it. Who gives a shit?
Which nicely leads me to the comment of, I'm dyslexic, so I will paraphrase these, and your names will be read out wrong, and I'm sorry for that. But
no, that's fine. YouTube names shouldn't be read out right. It's a rule. I always I have a running joke whenever I mention someone in my things. I always used to pronounce their names as wrong as possible. That was something I used to do.
Fantastic.
So we're just going to pretend it's a continuation of that joke. Just edit that bit out. Just
There's no editing.
I know.
Anyway,
but
here we go.
They always go. That's why the best bits on stand-up on TV, they're always like, "Oh, we'll cut that bit," and they don't, and that's where the joke is.
Okay.
As soon as you cock up, say, "We'll cut that bit." The joke. I'm just going to keep interrupting you with my arms every time you talk. So this is going to be.
Yeah.
I'll stop now.
So the first one actually got answered beautifully by another commenter.
Ooh, so I'm going to sit down.
So we don't actually need
we
don't need to do that. The first one is guns equalise people. 'Cause this is my view of someone who would make this sort of comment.
Oh God, we're going to get more. Please email what@nerdcube.co.uk with your complaints. I set that up for you, didn't I? So that's your email address.
It might be somewhere. Okay.
Yeah, I'll set that up for you on your actual computer. So use that email address.
Anyway, he
me.
claims that they let your grandma keep her grocery money away from large gangsters. As for killing people, guns don't do any harm if nobody lets the trigger get pulled. To which Luke the Kane fan, thank you very much, this was the best comment ever, said, Yorkshire grandmas take large gangsters on with their handbags and take their money. Americans use guns? Enough said. This is actually a reference to a true event where a grandma attacked a whole load of
bank robbers.
Young people.
It was bank robbers, wasn't it?
They were robbing a jewellery store.
Oh, jewellery store. I thought it was a bank.
But
something with money.
This actually happened, and I felt proved the point better than we could ever say. So thank you very much, Luke the Kane fan, for that.
Thank you, Luke the Kane fan, with your brilliant response.
We are going to carry on a gun theme for the next few comments.
Cool.
I did some research as well.
I'm going to hold my gun. Hey, guess what's back, guys? Mr. Nerf. And he bought one too.
Mr. Nerf too.
Because he didn't want to be one-upped by someone who just grabs his Nerf like this. So now he has two.
Anyway, the next comment was...
I can't load these. My fingers aren't strong enough.
By Assassin340. People who own guns are killed accidentally? So not true. I did actually do my research on this, and it wasn't as high as I thought. It was only 600 accidental gun deaths in America in the last year.
Cool.
So only 600 people died, which isn't very many, but I'll give you, it's still 600 people who would be alive if it wasn't for guns. Also, the only person I've ever known in the UK to own a gun with a gun license died after shooting himself accidentally. So
I shouldn't laugh. It's a little bit funny.
I didn't know them that well.
Oh, it's fine. Then it's funny. If you don't know the person, then it's funny.
Then also, back with Austin Kerr.
Cool. Are you just going to read out the entirety of the YouTube comment section?
Oh, there's a lot of it there.
Oh, my God.
Your gangsters have no guns? Wow, nice place. Not with hordes of attacking grandmas, but still, look, there's nothing wrong with guns. People are the problem. Basically, he says... Guns don't kill people. Basically, if you have a rule that says that there's no guns, you can arrest people for having guns. Yep. Do you know how great it is? If a guy walks down with a gun about to shoot you, you can arrest him before he tries to shoot you. You can't do that in America if you've got a law that says guns are legal. Yeah. If a guy goes around about to shoot you until he pulls the trigger, he hasn't committed a crime. That's a pain.
Yeah, I see your point.
Secondly,
he's getting angry.
People kill people. Okay, I've got the statistics here.
I kill people.
Okay, now these have been equalised, so these statistics are all independent of the fact that America is bigger than England. This is per 1,000 people, these statistics. So this means that we're treating both countries as equal.
Stats!
Stats. You are 5 times more likely to be murdered in the USA than in England.
Yep.
Okay? If you do happen to be someone who's killed, that in America there is a 60% chance that death was because of a gun.
Okay.
In the UK, there is a 6% chance that that was a gun. You are 10 times more likely to be shot in America if you're already a corpse, okay? If you're a corpse that was murdered, you were 10 times more likely to have been shot if you're in America. You are 5 times more likely, in general, you are 50 times more likely to be shot in America where you've got the self-defense of a gun. That safety's working well for them. As opposed to in England, when you don't have a gun. If you rule out all gun crime, you're only twice as likely to be killed in America as in England.
Yep.
Okay, America, you'd only be twice as homicidal. Basically, guns don't kill people, Americans kill people.
Americans with guns kill people.
Americans with guns kill people.
Love you, America, but stop. Guns are crap. I hate guns.
I'm just saying that whole self-defense just... Also, did you know 55%, not of the statistics I was just talking about, those were all homicide statistics, but 55% of gun deaths in America are suicides.
Really?
Yeah.
It's an easy way to go. Happy podcast! I have a fun fact for you.
Okay then.
If you go between 2001 and 2011, more people were killed by TVs falling on them in America than terrorism.
Yeah.
Take that, TSA.
Really surprise me.
I read that and I kind of went, how would you explain that? I mean, because TVs are getting bigger, but they're also getting thinner. I thought these numbers would have dwindled off. I mean, like, CRT monitors, I can understand. You pick one of those up, your spine will snap like Bane was in the room.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, just a flat screen, they're light. I could lift that one up, and that's, what, 750 inches, that one?
It's not quite that big.
There's like a 750-inch screen here. It's just, you just lift it. It's like the lightweight as anything. That's why they're all light. That's why Sony always goes, lightest TV yet. It's so Americans go, ooh, I won't be crushed by that.
Lazy TVs are so light.
Lazy TVs?
Laser TVs.
Oh, I thought you said lazy TVs.
No, laser
TVs are just lounging around.
I so want a laser TV.
Well, let's buy one.
They're not in the UK. They're only in America and Australia. It bugs me like anything.
So what do we want to put up with? Guns or spiders? Guns. I'll take guns. I'll take guns over spiders.
Guns over spiders.
I'll take guns. If someone went into like a bank with a bag of tarantulas and went, give me all your money or I drop the bag of tarantulas, I would give that guy every single fucking penny I ever owned ever. I would go back to his house and go, just make sure you don't open that bag of spiders. Here's my firstborn. That's what I would do. I mean, that's a really effective way to rob a bank.
No, I think it is. No, I agree.
Just bag of tarantulas or money, and you go, everyone in the room would just go, no, you can't do that in Australia, obviously. You go, bag of tarantulas or money, and all the people would just stand there with tarantulas crawling over the menu.
There's already tarantulas in the safe.
The safe is guarded by two giant
tarantulas.
That was a terrible accent. Well, no, the safe is actually guarded by two muscly tarantulas that have been there since like the dawn. Their names like Phil and Lem, and they've been there for ages.
Absolutely.
And the name of the scientists from.
We have so many more pages to go, and we've almost run out of time. So
the first
we're probably
section.
not going to get so far. For the first section.
We're just ranting about gun crimes, terrorism. Yeah, this is the light stuff of podcast.
Okay, on the next TubeCast, could you please talk about how horrible the... Okay, I'm going to say BOP, but without the O. Oil spill was.
BP.
Shh, you're not allowed to say that.
Why? Ow. Oh!
They sponsor certain events, don't
they? They sponsored the word that I can't say? Yeah, until it's over. It finishes on Sunday.
I think so.
They did. What? What? Wait, hang on.
Well, even if not...
Hang on. Wait. This is important. The Olympics went, who are we going to get to sponsor us? A company who literally ruined an entire part of Earth and just went, yeah, I've killed a lot of people there. A lot of things have died. Sports! How can something...
I think so.
How can...
Okay, I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's the case. But the second part of the question is, can you do it without saying that word? Well, so it's definitely a banned word anyway. Yeah.
Well, I failed. So
BOP without the O.
I failed
basically,
it.
I think it was a terrible thing, and yeah, we're sorry to America for that.
That's...
Basically, England fucked up royally. Which I feel is nice, seeing as we've just laid into America for so long.
To be perfectly honest, we're in shit.
We are complete bastard assholes, and
That's true.
In this particular case, I'm going to blame right-wing people who feel that...
I blame right-wing people for everything.
That people that basically there wasn't enough regulation and not enough tests and things on people forcing them, and we didn't make enough action afterwards of going, you just fucked up the seriously, do you know how big we're going to fine you? You're never going to work in business again, and no one will ever decide to. But no, we didn't. We pretty much said, how about you pay some percentage of the cleanup fees?
I love
some percentage.
Yeah, that's what I absolutely love. And they went, no, because they came up and they went, we're going to pay some of the cleanup. And you went, oh, really? That's like someone coming to your house, getting red paint, filling your house with red paint, then shitting on you and going,
I'll
clean up the living room. The living room I will pay for, but the rest of it, it's sort of bother on yourself. Die in a fire thing we can't say. A fire caused by your giant motherfucking oil spill. Yay, we're liberal! Woo! This is a liberal thing. Bye! Bye, right-wing viewers. Bye. You were fun. I would like to clarify that I do actually really like America, and I really love your attitude of... Because I hate the British attitude of, you're shit, fuck you. I love America's attitude of, everyone can do anything, because the American dream is a much better thing than like the British fucking, I don't know, what the hell they have, hat. I hate the British thing.
We don't have a dream. We don't believe
I
in
like
dreams.
America. I really do like America. I just hate the people that run America.
There's some nice aspects.
And
like everything that any intelligent person knows, there are good aspects and bad aspects to everything.
No, that's wrong. EastEnders. Name one good thing. So I win!
It keeps people away from watching my stuff?
That's a bad thing. That's so bad that you can't list a good thing about EastEnders.
They're the people I don't like.
I didn't even know I was going to say EastEnders when I started that sentence. It's just the first thing that came to mind.
It worked. Okay, there's not always good things, but
Justin Bieber.
Lots of things. There are good things and bad things.
There are good things. There are bad things. There are most things fall into the good and bad. Some things fall into the bad, and some things fall into the good. So like we fall into the good, and then there's like in the middle there's like stuff that's everything else, and then the other side there's like Tories and Mitt Romney. And Boris Johnson. God. We're moving to London. I can't wait to vote against Boris. No! Get out of Mayor of London. Da, 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 da.
I don't think that's going to happen in the next year, which is how long our lease will be for.
I know. But pretend. Make me happier.
Yay!
God damn you. Are we still going through these, are we?
Yeah, we are.
We've gone way over the 20
We've
minutes you've allocated.
We've gone massively over the 20 minutes.
Good! We ain't got anything else
We're probably going to have to skip quite a bit of other bits.
That's fine.
Some of these are time dependent.
Time dependent? Oh, so it'll be this one. Cool.
Anyway, for this particular one, I really want to talk about how did you attractive people find each other? Asked by Lava Lamp Onion Dip, NH912, and Ethermanit MC.
Cool. Craigslist. End.
Cool.
You want to give some big spiel on?
I want to. Okay, I get the feeling we're going to be asked this question a lot.
Yeah.
And most of the time we're just going to go, oh, we met at school.
Yeah.
And we're going to leave it at that. I'd like to actually, for one time only, put on the record the full story.
Cool, you do that. I don't remember it. I'm really terrible at
Okay.
stuff.
So me and Dan both went to the same high school. So in 2001, we almost definitely saw each other in a corridor.
Probably. Sort of, sometimes.
Now,
I hid a lot.
despite the fact that me and Dan both hang out with the same set of people...
I didn't really they hang out with me.
People who hang out with you and people who hang out with me were the same set of people, and yet we didn't really speak for another 5 years.
Yeah, probably.
Until the end. To give you some idea of how close we were, or how close we were without meeting, I originally, years and years ago, even before YouTube, tried to come up with an idea for a sitcom, a sketch show for the internet. And I got two other friends round to come and write it with me, and both of them said that Dan Hardcastle was their best friend at the time.
Yep.
Also...
I don't even remember these two people.
Also...
You keep saying names to me. I'm like, who are these people?
Also, when one of the people I used to have breakfast with in the morning, in fact, one of the writers from the previous aforementioned sketch troupe, was also... he put all of his friends together on Red Dwarf characters and called you Holly...
Yep.
Which is why, to this day, you're still in our phone book in my family as Holly. And me, obviously, as Arnold Rimmer.
Yeah. It's Meghead.
So this is how...
That's this is where to cover the hate. Just to cover the hate.
And then even more stupidly...
Oh. I would have been really fun if you'd planned that joke that I would do that and there was a H in Biro. You would have got so many cool... I would. Worked, but you did. You screwed up.
But I did.
See, I'm actually only a floating head. This is all CGI. You saw the green screen last time. So this, from like here down, is just like floaty. These are all CGI. I don't know what these are doing. What are these doing right now? I don't know.
Also, insanely stupidly, you were head prefect, weren't you?
I was head prefect. Prefect.
He was a prefect.
Prefect.
I wasn't. I think you've met enough of us to know which one of us is a responsible person.
There's a reason I was, though, because I got like many... I used to like help out at lunchtimes with all the filing and shit because I hated people. So I got like loads of accommodations and shit. I had like the posh tie, like, because there's like a special tie that you could wear. And I got that like 3 times,
Yeah,
I
I
think.
did too. I trained people up and helped people, did private tutoring and things. And
with a prefect, you don't want like a stickler for the rules. Because the person who I would, in my year, I can't remember the name of him, but it's like proper super genius stickler for the rules, didn't get it.
Yeah, no, they never did. I'm pretty convinced our school took the most intelligent students and said, right, we don't want to distract them with other duties.
Pretty much,
took them out and then gave the rest of the class prefects.
Us idiots, they put on the...
So
they just put on the prefect duty. You had to stand around and tuck your shirt in. Actually, wasn't I? Because you sort of, I was like one of those cool, I was a good cop, and I was sort of just like, yeah. Tuck your shirt in. We won't have any problems. Like, all right, we'll do this. And then they walk off without tucking the shirt in.
Yeah.
Happy times. And you punch them in the face and they die! And they get sent to the principal's office and headmaster's office. Not American, not American, not American. Sorry, I've been playing bully with my mum recently. She enjoyed it. She only beat up prefects.
I know, I saw the video.
She really tore into me for being a prefect and said people should have beaten me up more. Thanks, Mum. Thanks for listening to this, Mum.
Anyway,
that was great.
So,
can I just talk about that? I know this is a big story. No, that video was... You got a gun. That video was... See, I'm scared of you. Shoot, that thing in my face. That video was so well... people really like that and stuff. My parents are now famous, and they're both cool. It was like, your mum's like, wait, she beat the prefect, she's cool. And your dad's like, builds awesome spaceship and made a joke about being in Australia because he was upside down. So that's really cool. My parents are like famous now. I'm going to make them have a YouTube channel. They can quit their jobs. YouTube. So continue the story. I just thought it needed an intro.
We finally, after years and years of not seeing each other, eventually we really started to get to know each other in the final year of...
Your final year.
My final year.
Older than me. He's a year older than me.
Our final year of being together. Maybe. Put your comments in who you think looks older.
Guess our ages. I'm 23. Guess that.
He's 23. Guess how old I am. And I'm 1 year older.
49.
Yeah, we're going to get a lot of those comments. Anyway,
I keep getting ID'd for stuff.
Really?
Like, stuff that you shouldn't get ID'd for. I got ID'd buying PC Gamer because it's like rated 18 magazine. I don't know why. He's got like stuff. I don't care. But I got ID'd for that. I'm like, I own a business! How am I getting ID'd for this? I didn't own any business back then, but that was a really funny joke.
Yeah. No, that was great.
That's like what Josie Long does in a DVD. She constantly goes back and goes, actually, this bit's true, the Minesweeper bit. Oh, I love the Minesweeper bit, which, never mind, link that. I'll link that somewhere, probably, maybe. Buy the DVD. Buy Josie Long's DVD.
Anyway, point was, we eventually met really through our high school became maths and IT specialist, which meant they had a very small room.
Sorry, that's my laughter.
They put a very small room dedicated to computers.
There
were 3 computers in there.
4 laptops.
4 laptops.
Because I used to play StarCraft. I used to LAN it up and play StarCraft.
They did let the further maths students, like me and Dan...
I'm actually smart. no one would suspect that. I'm actually really smart. I passed like stuff and did really well. I didn't pass further maths. I passed maths.
I did.
I passed physics. I did astrophysics at university. Fuck you all. I didn't pass. I didn't take it for very long. I'm very smart to a point when I have to put effort in and then I stop.
Anyway,
and
basically, all of the geeks used to hang out in a very small room because it was like, you could go outside and play things, or we could give you the slowest internet ever and stay inside and play on your DSs. And we were like, yeah, we'll play Worms in there.
Yeah, we probably used to play that terrible Worms DS game that used to desync constantly, even though we were feet away from each other. And I'd be doing something on my screen, you'd see something entirely different. They're going, how is this even a thing?
You could actually win on your screen and lose on the other person's. Oh, that was wonderful.
Yeah, that was absolutely wonderful. And you'd have to wait for the scores to come in to know who actually won. Oh, man,
absolutely.
That was probably... No, we used to play Puyo Puyo Pop.
That's slightly how we met. And then on top of that, I wrote a school play, which never got put on because I couldn't get everyone to put it on. But I did write a script, and Dan started to write himself into the script as a character that didn't talk.
Yeah.
So Dan, sort of really, we first connected over being co-writers, and ironically, Dan being too scared to talk in front of people.
Yeah.
And now that's basically all you do is
talk
in front of people.
Still am. I hate talking in front of people. This is just cameras. I like talking in front of cameras. They're just like robots with their glowing red eyes.
Anyway, carrying on from there, I then went off to university, found a new person. My best friend at university was someone who was basically a much shitter version of Dan. Even then, I thought of him as a much shitter version of Dan. Then, because we all know that, well, actually, you guys probably don't, but Dan certainly does, that basically I'm emotionally a complete girl.
He is.
So I got into a fight with a girl. Not got into a fight with a girl. Got into a fight with this guy.
I'm not a gun. She went down.
I got into a fight with this guy, and then made all of our friends decide whether or not they were going to hang out with me or them, and alienated all of my friends, destroyed my whole friendship group after knowing him for half a year. Completely destroyed the whole social structure.
Was that because he was a dick? Was that the guy who was a complete dick?
Yeah.
Hey, you're a dick. Nerd calls you a dick. I don't know. I can't remember.
But then straight afterwards went, I don't have my friend I used to do everything with. Well, Dan was better than him anyway. And then I basically lived off phone calls for you for half a year of university.
Yep.
Then eventually said, hey, I'm making a short movie. Let's call in any favour I possibly can. And Dan was a boom pole. Not a boom pole operator, a boom pole.
That's how cheap
the microphone. Well, I bought the boom pole, the head and the microphone and the cables, and all of it turned up except for the boom pole. So Dan spent the whole of my 40-minute short, because I don't do things by halves.
Course of 2 weeks.
just hiding in corners with the boom pole pointing at things.
That would be the commentary on that would be great. It'll be like, and in this shot, Dan. So have you still got the footage of that somewhere?
I refuse to admit that.
I think we should put it together and do a hilarious commentary on it and just rip it apart completely. No. I really want to do that at some point. In the comments, let us know if you want to do that at some point. If you want to see us completely, utterly take down old, really, really awkwardly shit stuff. I haven't seen. I remember it from the thing. And
my favourite. Well, one of my favourite moments of there, a really big defining moment for me, was when Dan first read the script and turned to me halfway through while laughing and goes, "Oh my God, this is wonderful! Have you read this?" Like, I read it. I
quoted it. I quoted a bit and went, "That's really fun." I went, "Why am I quoting it to you? You wrote it." It's true. And then I rewrote it and it was much better. But that's fine.
But pretty much after that, we agreed to be co-writers because you did really well. Dan wrote. The BBC did a Doctor Who write your own comic, and I saw Dan write a really good comic on there. Yes.
I do not remember that.
Russell T Davies even got in contact with you because it was stayed on the top of the chart for ages. Yes. And at that point, I saw that you could do the bits that I couldn't do, and I could do bits that you couldn't do. So robots. Together we... I didn't write robots.
Together
they just sound
forever, no matter
they just sounded
how
like
long,
robots.
From now until the
Is that
end
copyrighted?
Of time. It's Pokemon. Fuck it. Pokemon's brilliant. Buy the Pokemon games. We're fine now. I don't know the rest. It's gone.
No more.
I think
I'm really worried about the copyright on that.
Most of the bits of that were completely wrong, so it's perfectly fine. And to be perfectly honest, every note was wrong as well, because it's me, and you've gone. I don't know what to do. Oh my God, the pressure. You're back. Hi. He's drinking. I'm going to make him laugh. No, what? Sprayed with water.
Anyway, that's roughly how we met and became writing partners.
Yay! The whole story. I don't remember it now. No, I don't remember writing a Doctor Who comic.
You did. You absolutely
My
did.
memory is shocking, and I mean like properly shocking. I mean, someone sent me a picture of a university, like a group shot of my friends at university. Friends, inverted commas. I don't remember any of you. I do apologize. But it was like, I remembered like 2 or 3 people out of this big group shot, and I don't remember any of them. I was like, who are these people? You spent 2 years with them. Year and a half. Yeah. And a bit. Your real falls were about a year. Oh, I don't know. I don't remember them. And that was like, what, 2 years ago? So my memory's terrible.
Oh, well.
To be honest, last time we set this up, I actually forgot to bring the tripod.
Yeah, that's true.
So my memory is kind of shocking.
What's your favourite colour of penguin?
My favourite colour of penguin?
Yeah.
I like red penguins, the ones that have been mauled by polar bears, but have survived and have grown up to be hardened, but they've got the caked battle scars on them, and they become emperor of the penguins, and they destroy the evil communist penguins. I don't fucking know what I'm talking about.
I like sepia penguins, because then when you take a photograph of them, you don't have to spend all that money on buying Instagram or anything.
Instagram's free, or that joke would have been funny.
Oh, well. I still hate it. Why would you ruin photographs like that?
I do love the whole Instagram thing. It's like, oh my God, I've taken a great photo of it. Let's ruin it by putting it blurry with a crappy filter.
Yeah.
If aliens ever find us as a species and like go through our history, they'll go, what happened to photography in 2010 onwards? It was it was just kind of like shitty black and white back. We'll kind of go and say, we got color, HD, tiny little black and white things.
Yeah, I know.
What happened there?
It's like the people who like film grain. Why would you put an imperfection of film onto glorious digital...
I always do it with Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead is the game I always, whenever I reinstall it, I'm like, no, film grain, away with you. Two things I hate in video games, film grain and blur. Yeah. Oh yeah, because my eyes aren't blurry enough as it is. Just will fake the blur. I hate blur. Motion blur is the worst. And depth of field. I'm focusing on things. Let me do that. Don't give me any depth of field.
Yeah, no, that is
post-processing effects off. Problem solved. More questions. How long?
Yes, we got loads more questions. I think we're only going to get through a few more.
That's fine.
And then I'll give up.
Don't give up. What else you got to do? I don't even know what else you've got planned.
Yeah, we've got other things.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that was a pause. There was a pause there.
Yeah, there was a pause. There was a pause.
I don't know what to do with pauses.
What's the point of the podcast?
What's the point of life?
I don't know.
Okay, have fun. Look,
basically, it's fun and for us to do stuff.
Well, there's two reasons I wanted to do the TubeCasty podcast kind of thing. The reason number one is the same reason I do absolutely everything in my life, and that's to entertain, because I like entertaining people. I'm like,
the other sections aren't going to happen.
They're not going to happen.
I've just looked at the time. We'll do the other sections next time.
I make it about 24 minutes left if my clock's right.
Something like that,
yeah. And I cheated and looked at it when you opened it. But although I do have ridiculously good timekeeping in my head, I'm just always late though.
Oh, he does, yeah.
I just kind of wake up and I'm like, 6:35 a.m. without looking at clocks. I just know stuff. What was I saying? I was saying something and it's gone.
Oh, well, that's good.
No, it was a question. What was the question? And followed on, and then it was something from... No, why did you TubeCast? No, reason one was I had the same reason to do everything, just to entertain people, make the world a happier place. That's what I want to do in my life. I just want to entertain and maybe even slightly educate and make. I want the money to go to the right things. I want you to go, no, don't buy Battlefield 3, and yes, buy this little indie thing made by one guy over 5 years. It's absolutely superb. I want to point out stuff that's awesome, and I want to entertain people. Second reason is if we ever need to do any news updates or anything of like, hey, the site isn't up yet. Whoops, because the site isn't up yet and it won't be up for a little while. I hated my old designs for rebuilding it. And I was ill, so that'll go up later. This is sort of a place for news and stuff as well, so it's a good place to update, as there isn't Twitter. You should follow me on Twitter. Link's in the bottom bit for me and him.
Too. I occasionally do things.
I have 4,000 followers. Last time I checked, probably
I have about 200 or so.
700,000.
Which is impressive considering I had about 20 a month ago.
I know. You're booming. You're booming, you are.
Okay, Raru Tree. One of my favourite questions.
Rotary?
Rotary. I don't know. Cool. Anyway, I can totally read your glass says, and then a word that we're not allowed to say. Because they're sponsored.
Did they? I didn't even check that.
No. They're talking about the fizzy drink that isn't Pepsi.
This one says Grolsch.
But it says Grolsch.
Oh, you're from right now. Grolsch.
We were right.
We were right. We're in the right. We're here.
That is absolutely the sort of thing we will cook up on at later days. But this time we were right.
Yeah, we're pretty cool with our what's not I'd say that we've probably said a lot. I swear I've said the word games like 60 times in this so far. Yeah, I'm pretty right, but I'm sure you've said it as well.
Yeah, probably. Well, but that's the next question.
You because I'm nice.
Can schmames be a thing now? I actually we should call them schmames all of the time instead of schmames by the Giant Music. I think we'll consider it, but I mean, there are other things that need to become things first. Yeah. I think until there's a hard decision on whether or not Explosion Wednesday that Wheezy Waiter's working on.
That's what we're going to have to wait for.
Until that becomes a thing, I don't think it's right for us to declare any things.
Yeah, we're going to wait for Wheezy Waiter to make a decision on Explosion Wednesday.
Until that happens.
If you don't subscribe, you should subscribe to Wheezy Waiter. He's fantastic. Link in the description. Someone remind me to do that.
Cool.
If the link isn't in the description, I'm sure someone will point you in the right direction. Google Wheezy Waiter.
I'm going to make a quick note here because I really like that question and I think we're going to rush over it otherwise.
Oh, yeah. So these are going to go on for another... We should,
yeah. These are going to go on for a bit.
Okay, so if you answer the question for the first one, we're going to get through them slowly. It's like the AMA that went really well. The AMA went really well, but I'm getting on to... I've got like another 100 questions left to answer, so I'm still slogging through it, but I'm going to...
Now they know you're still answering them. They're going to go
I tweeted this earlier and about 50 people asked more fucking questions. Just stupid little pointless things.
Okay. Some comments on Star Trek.
Yep.
Versus Star Wars.
Anyone? Right, did you pick any... This is for you. Did you pick any questions, any things that were positive about Star Trek?
Absolutely. The first one is Star Trek doesn't have any characters you hate.
Yep.
Tell me you like Bajorans. Go on, tell me you like Bajorans, I dare, by VTech.
I love Bajorans.
I love Bajorans. Bajorans are
great.
wonderful. They are the complete reason of why you shouldn't believe anything religions say.
But
because we know the portal people, that the wormhole creatures are true, and yet Kai Wynn is the most punchable evil person in any fiction ever.
No, the Bajorans are great because they are essentially religious terrorists.
They are. Who've won.
That's what they are. Who've won. That is against an oppressive
occupation and how they...
it's such a great... I love
we're going to have a whole different thing about why DS9 is by far the best Star Trek.
It is by far the best Star Trek.
Okay.
But no, I mean, as a set of characters, name another show that has religious terrorists as the good guys.
Anyway.
I don't really know.
The console communist asked...
Has he got the red GameCube?
I imagine that he believes that all games consoles are equal. That's my guess.
But it's his belief, so we're not going to...
But anyway, he asked, what about 7 from Next Generation? Fit?
7 from Next Generation.
Yeah.
Right, let's take this down. Let's take this down every single step of the way. Firstly, the most
7
important
of 9
thing wasn't
is from
Fit,
Voyager.
She was a robot. What?
7 of 9 from Voyager, not Next Generation.
I know.
You were going with the other one. Okay.
I was going with the point of the word fit. I hate because I'm from Essex, and that's what everyone goes, oh, you're fit. What does that possibly say? That should say
I
athletic.
don't actually find her attractive. In fact, the only time she's attractive is the only time she came close to appearing in in the original Next Generation. I'll get there eventually. And that is in Meekakitty Star Trek Girl, where Meekakitty dresses up as both 7 of 9 and in a Next Generation
I don't
outfit.
like 7 of 9. 7 of 9
and that is the only time she was attractive.
Pandering to the pander, and it's not attractive. And she's not even a fun character. I mean, a Borg, you have a Borg, someone who worked with a Borg, and they never really did anything with their character. I'm not a big Voyager fan. Voyager isn't the one that I really go for.
Yeah, I think we're going to have a much bigger chat about different Star Treks at some point.
Nerdiest podcast ever.
Okay, and
we should get Will Wheaton in
the
here.
The final
well.
one in this section, and this is where we go for mine. George Lucas wasn't as revolutionary in filmmaking and as everyone says he is. Jamotican, who is so wrong, it's unbelievable. Firstly, his catchphrase was faster and more intense, which is what happened.
That's my
catchphrase
too, ladies.
Industrial Light and Magic, which for some reason I've written as IML rather than ILM, is completely changed, or didn't necessarily change, but massively improved for both the budget and how things go. And there's a reason why they're still considered the best special effects house out there.
Can I just make a point?
They were the first people to do CGI. Okay,
when people say stuff it's revolutionary, you should like this because it changed everything. It doesn't make it good.
No, I will
Grand
acknowledge
Theft Auto 3, which I will acknowledge really, really changed gaming. I mean, coming out only a few weeks after September 11th and having massive, wonderful, huge effect on gaming culture and stuff. Fantastic, brilliant history in the making game. Shit game to play. Utterly arse now. I mean, it's just...
Well, yeah, I mean, it's like Virtual Fighter, first game to use polygons. Hugely revolutionary. I'm not sure it's the greatest game. I'm still going to recommend Soul Calibur over it or something.
I do like Virtual Fighter 2. That used to be quite fun. He plays a ninja. He has a spam attack that you just couldn't block. It was great.
But
it's
anyway,
like Mario. I don't like the original Mario. Yeah, I'll say it.
It is revolutionary.
It's revolutionary. The original Mario, revolutionary.
Okay.
Full of secrets, full of brilliance. Not a fun game to play.
Carrying on with the comment, he did say it wasn't revolutionary, and I am arguing that he is the most revolutionary director.
Yes, but it doesn't make Star Wars any good.
That's fine for the moment. I disagree, but for the moment, I'm not arguing that. Okay. He was also a huge part in CGI and CGI integration with things. He helped out Pixar before eventually Steve Jobs took over them.
And they produced WALL-E. No, Eve. The film's going to be called Eve, and it's going to be about a robot who shunned other robots that were different.
So he did that. He eventually had to get rid of them because he was more interested in creating non-linear editing, which for those of you who don't know is basically digital editing, which is how we can do this so quickly.
That's kind of how
otherwise, it would take us weeks just to make this podcast.
I will acknowledge that that's maybe slightly a good thing for us.
And all of your jokes about, hey, isn't it crap that he used to do all of those sort of, circular effects and swipes and things? He could do all of those things because he used computers to edit.
Yeah.
And that is the biggest revolution in filmmaking.
Did you know that the bit at the start that we were talking about earlier, that isn't actually computers? That's not CGI.
No, it's not.
That was actually he got it on an actual screen and then
Yeah.
filmed it, or it was a windy thing. I can't remember. And he actually filmed that.
Well, because doing things CGI'd was something that he developed in Return of the Jedi, and he hadn't done in the first one. So that was how revolutionary he was.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I can't tell you how revolutionary he is in the future. I don't know what else he's going to do.
Star Wars again.
Editing,
and just edit it.
yeah. So editing. Also CGI. The first CGI character.
I have no notes, just to let you know, I'm
the first ever CGI character to appear in film integrated with other things was on the Young Indiana Jones, which was again a production made by George Lucas.
Ooh.
So that's him, and he also did an awful lot of work on being able to film people on green screen and then double them up, and all of those things that YouTuber does so quickly now. Were all developed mostly on Young Indiana Jones. So again, did huge amounts of there. Also, digital not film. Star Wars Episode 2 was the first full feature film on a big budget that said we're going to film everything on a digital sensor rather than on film. And seeing as everything we do can only be done because we don't have to put everything through a film and then be developed, and we do it so quickly. Basically, most of what we do, we couldn't do if George Lucas hadn't broken this ground. And even if some of that isn't directly responsible for him, he made a lot of these things. We're probably at least a decade, if not 2 or 3 decades ahead of where we would be on the technology curve if he hadn't been around.
So he did
toys.
Good, basically. Okay, he did good.
He created a marketing system through toys. The only reason small toys exist is so that your little toy can fit in your big Millennium Falcon toy. And that was so the reason we have those little figures was created for Star Wars. And basically, if you're a nerd and you have a collectible of anything other than posters and T-shirts, then you own that marketing system George Lucas developed.
But somebody else would have done if he had.
Cinemas.
How long we got left on the clock, by the way?
I don't care. We're about to run out anyway.
We got to check. We got to check how long we got left. Otherwise, it's going to be. This is the dramatic bit.
30 minutes. So we've got loads of time. Cinemas got better because when he went through and re-released the old movies, he only released
you've made your point.
He re-released them.
Now. You've done it.
Only in cinemas that
agreed.
were good enough, which meant a lot of cinemas. Personal cinemas like your local cinema took a technical improvement just because George Lucas wouldn't let them air his film without it. So he actually made sure that cinemas were good enough.
So he's almost as good as James Cameron.
He did a lot of work on previs. I have no idea if he fathered that or not. I haven't got the research.
And then slut, isn't
he is one of the most inspirational people. For example, James Cameron was a driver and only decided not to become a driver when he walked out of Star Wars and went, my God, that's the most wonderful thing ever. I've got to change my life career, and quit his job walking out of Star Wars.
Okay.
So for all of those reasons, no one has ever and probably will ever be as influential on filming as him. That having been said, as Dan said earlier, that doesn't necessarily mean that, I think someone said the holiday special, and Star Wars the holiday special is one of the worst pieces of television ever. And yes, he didn't really do a lot for acting quality, and lighting wasn't necessarily a huge strong point of Star Wars. And I'll give you that there are those, but for only to have 3 areas where you're not revolutionary is a pretty good for a director. So right. I'm going to say he's
okay. He's no Edgar Wright. Right.
Well,
what were the other sections that we had to do? Because we've got 10 minutes left.
Roommate agreement.
But
we've got quite a lot for
Lord.
that.
Well, let's stop the questions
and
do
precog
the
pods as well.
Skip that. We'll do that next time. That's not something you can.
And then the ultimate question we can do for the last 10 minutes. We can answer the ultimate question.
Well, I think we should do some of the roommate agreement stuff.
Okay then.
Just a little bit, like one, just so we've done something else. There's so many questions. We're never doing questions again, ever. Or you're going to be more refined with what you pick. How many do we answer? Make a note of how many you actually answered.
Oh, we've got the record there.
Who were those cameras there?
We're filming it. This isn't a dry run.
I know. I'm severely moist right now.
Anyway, someone said party is as many people as you can fit around a table. Someone else said that 6 Pokemon is a party.
Oh, yeah, but who was that? Who said that?
I've completely lost it. Oh, Tobias Matthew.
Tobias Matthew, very clever.
I feel
very
that
clever.
was a very valid
joke.
point. I really liked the fact that Volcano Pyre said that it's 5 people with music, but 7 people without music.
Ooh.
I liked the idea that whether or not there was music depended on whether or not it was a party.
Yeah, but the sort of music I listen to is like either soundtracks or just sort of whatever I can find on stuff. I don't listen to music very much. I should do. Maybe I should listen to more. I listen to just like ELO and soundtracks.
Global Domination.
Yeah, let's do that.
We
only got 10 minutes.
Said that the roommate agreement number 42 should be thou shalt visit the Imaginarium at least once a day.
How about a Dreamatorium? Did he say?
That's not what he said. No, he
Well,
said
it should be a Dreamatorium.
So firstly, you're wrong there, and secondly, we all know that Rule 42 is know where your towel is.
Holy crap! You brought a towel?
Yeah, because I wrote these questions down so I could plan ahead.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes, that's planned for this.
Time travel. I'm surprised you just didn't just walk in there and take your time and go like this. See, and then I'll be like, "What? That's a great Doctor Who joke." But no one understood. Season 2 of Tennant's Reign? Was that? Yeah, Smith and Jones. Yeah, I'm up with the kids. I'm down with the kids. Stay down there, boy. Whoa.
If anyone dies, delete their computer history.
See, I run CCleaner.
I prefer the word remove.
I run CCleaner every day.
Porn buddies, which coupling fans will get.
That's a great thing. No, but CCleaner is just run CCleaner, guys. Just run it. I run it every single night, and it just deletes all your shit and your passwords and your temp files. It's an absolutely fantastic little bit of system. Keeps the computer running faster.
There's a whole load, actually. In fact, for example, if I die, you get to inherit my hat. Only if I die.
Make it so, number 1. How'd you kill a circus? Go for the juggler! Oh. Holy crap, that was a great shot. I think he's dead.
Yay!
Give me that.
Okay, now we need to talk about rules if I turn into a zombie. That's next. No, that really is next.
Really? Well, I'm going to shoot you in the juggler.
If one roommate becomes a zombie, is he allowed to eat the brain of the other person?
No.
By stars.
No, I will shoot you in the face.
No. Also, we would run into problems with Frank eating us, maybe. I'm not sure if he's canon in this community.
I haven't seen Frank for ages. I wonder where he's gone. He escaped from that pit, because it's kind of small, but then there's the bigger pit. But I haven't seen him in there. Maybe we'll see him again soon one day, setting up some plot points. Well, I don't know why Nerf bullet went and shot off in the distance.
Someone else asked... I can't find it anymore. I'm giving up for those.
Okay, that was roommate agreement.
Someone asked if Amy was going to appear again.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about her.
No idea. I wouldn't rule it out, but I'm not going to promise it.
Maybe.
Either.
We have other people lined up as well. Secrets that we're not telling you about. How long we got left?
7 minutes.
7 minutes? Oh, we gotta sit down. We just blow the rest away. Because we were supposed to divide this into 15-minute sections as the general plan that we've had.
Oh, that was something I really wanted to talk about. Someone asked, could we separate it into 2 half-an-hour podcasts?
Mm-mm.
And I just wanted to put it out there and see if other people felt it should be.
I like it just being in one splodge bookmark where you are. Because you can just right-click, copy. If you right-click on the YouTube video and go copy time to URL, just paste that in your thing, and then you'll start from that point you're at, and then you can just bookmark that. Or you can just sort of remember. If you bookmark it, just change the name to the time you're at. So you can do it. If you like it, if you want it to be 2 separate podcasts, 2 separate halves, it kills the flow, because like today we went our first quarter lasted 45 minutes. So you know,
and we weren't even close to getting through.
Yeah, so
we didn't even.
Hard.
I knew that we weren't going to get through everything.
Oh, my leg's gone dead.
But we didn't even get through the stuff that I said. Oh, that will go early for be safe.
I'm okay.
Cool.
I'm not dying. What's this? What's the end thing? What are we doing for the end today?
Yeah, we can do it in 6 minutes. Ratchet and Clank versus Jack and Dexter. I'm pro Ratchet and Clank.
I'm
pro Ratchet and Clank. I've been playing it all week. Just bought the HD collection, and both of those are coming out. So it's good time to talk about that.
Let's do it through the different eras. PS2 era, Ratchet and Clank 1 was okay.
Ratchet and Clank was great by the time they got up to 3.
Jack 1 wasn't great,
and Ratchet and Clank 1 was better than Jack and Dexter 1.
Ratchet and Clank 2, I think, dropped a little bit. I think it just lost its zing for me.
The gameplay is a lot better, but the plot is god-awful.
Yeah, but Jack 2 started bringing things up a little bit. Jack 3 is really one of my favourite games of all time.
Ratchet and Clank 3 is probably the best they ever got.
It is. It's really good.
It was
as well.
amazing. Again, it's one of those ones where Ratchet and Clank has dropped the ball several times.
Yeah.
In particular, the 4-player thing did not work. Gladiator wasn't great.
Well, Jack Hank's racing wasn't great.
So there are definitely some low points. I was only really counting the stuff that... I don't think Jack Racing was Naughty Dog,
X,
was it?
With the open world, and you had to keep going out into the sand dunes and stuff and collecting the orbs, and I really liked that. I really thought that was a really good game.
Very nice.
I was trying
I
to
wish
keep
I could edit that out.
I did that. Hang on, has that Let's Play gone up?
Do you know
yet?
how many
Has
girls
that Let's Play gone up yet?
asked if you were single?
No, how many?
There was a lot.
Really?
Also a lot of boys as well.
Yes, I'm single. No, you can't have me. I'm special. I'm to myself. I hate.
They don't care now. They've now seen the disgusting person.
But I hate date. I hate dating. I hate dating. It's always like the best of the best. Then you actually meet someone after the dating, and you're like, oh, I don't actually like this person. That's why I don't do dating either. I just sort of get to know people. But no, burping great. That's just how long it left. Oh, 4 minutes. That's fine. But no, that's me. That's the me you're gonna live with. So that's the me you got to deal with.
I imagine I'll do a much bigger thing on Ratchet and Clank because I love Ratchet and Clank and analysing it. But Ratchet and Clank is much better.
Well, let's compare the PS3 eras.
Cracking Time was
I
wonderful.
didn't like the first Ratchet and Clank game, but the first Jak and Daxter game on PS3 was incredible.
It hasn't come out yet.
The water graphics when you went under the water and the temple hunting, and the graphics were just mind blowing.
Fine. If you make up a game.
No,
also,
I'm not making up a
Time
game. I'm not making up a game. It's called Uncharted, and it's made by the same people, and it has precursor orbs in it, so it's set in the same universe. Thinky.
It's not a Jak and
made by the
Daxter
same
game.
people, and it's in the same universe. It doesn't matter. It's still set in the same universe.
Is also amazing. Gameplay-wise, it's amazing.
I never
huge
played it.
problems with it.
So if we compare the ones I actually played, I played all the PS2 ones. And then when it came up to the PS3...
Yeah, but how about we only include the ones that both of us have played? Because then we get to remove all of Jak and Daxter.
Yeah, but then we include Uncharted 2.
Other than the first one.
We include Uncharted 2, which I absolutely adore. But I haven't played Uncharted 3 yet. I haven't played Uncharted 3 yet. I played the Vita one. I really like the Vita one.
I think there are reasons you shouldn't play Uncharted 3.
Has this gone up a little bit? No, this was 2.5 earlier. It didn't for the whole podcast, and I thought it would. The
technology
the PS
doing
Vita,
what you wanted.
The PS Vita Uncharted is really good, and Kotaku said you shouldn't buy it, and that's why you should never trust Kotaku's reviews ever. Incidentally, I'm going to cement that point by saying they recommended the Olympics game.
Lots of people linked to us though after that.
Yeah, I did. We got a heck of a lot of hits, and the biggest drop off we've ever had on a time, because I checked the time, and most of the time we have like a 10% drop off at the start, and then it sort of like wavers down, and then we end up with like 50% retention, which is way above average for pretty much anything else.
That's really good.
This one drops from 100.
Thank you guys for watching us all the way through.
This one drops from 100 to 60 in 5 seconds. It's the Bugatti Veyron of let's say. Just people heard my voice. Hello, don't want to listen to that.
No. People apparently do not approve of me saying hello procrastinators. Apparently it's wrong otherwise.
A lot of people have asked me recently. Sorry, we've only got a few minutes left. I'm going to shoot in the face before we end.
Ow.
Told you. So, what the hell?
Damn, that one didn't work.
Did you get a little one from? You pumping up. Oh my god. I was
Classic Nerd.
Oh, that's so diddy. No!
It's not locking for some reason. I'll get there by the end.
Oh, my face. My beautiful face. Okay, we have 2 minutes left. Let's keep going.
Yeah, let's carry on.
Ow. Stop with the shooting. I'm putting my guns down. We're
that was it. Someone said that we can get away with this so long as we point out there are other soft bullet manufacturers.
Are there?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all fucking shite. Your face then was the most like, no, we're going to get sued. Other drinks, other drinks, other soft thingies, other stuff.
It's not like we're drinking Grouch. We're just drinking water. They make other glass manufacturers are available.
What you said was, what was that you picked out? Is that actually an actual Nerf thing?
It is.
It didn't work. See, Nerf doesn't always work. So there you go. That's averaged out.
But that was because it's a classic. It's 2001 copyrighted. So
sweet.
it probably came out in 2000. But it was pump action as opposed to these ones, which are spring action.
So yeah, there's other soft shooty things
This
and
is
lights
clearly
and
after
cameras
they watched your
and
German
microphones
guy.
and hats and awesome Doctor Who T-shirts available.
Oh, that was it. Lots of people wanted to know where you get your T-shirts from.
Qwertee, Qwertee.com. They have like £8 24-hour sale, so this one's gone. But for like £8, they sell a T-shirt for 24 hours, and then you can go and you get the ones of the day and stuff, and they're absolutely fantastic. You want to check on the time because we may be running out very soon.
We're probably
other T-shirt 24-hour saley things are available.
About 30 seconds left.
30 seconds left. So we've decided that Jack is the superior series because it contains the Uncharted games. Jack
No,
is the
it
superior
doesn't,
series.
and that's
Yes,
why
it does.
Ratchet and Clank is better.
It's got precursor orbs in it. It's in the same universe.
I've decided we should go with the same ending that
I
Blackadder
haven't reloaded
has.
my gun. Yeah, nothing fired, or it did, and my giant man boob
It did. It hit the tripod.
Oh, good.
I wanted us all to die in a Blackadder sort of way.
Only in the first series. In the second series, they were alright. Oh no, they died
No,
in the
they
second
die
series as
in
well.
every season.
Well, we've only got 3
That's
seconds
the whole
left, so
thing. Is that